everybody. It's Sherice Lanae. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. I'm back again this afternoon, and we're going to continue our conversation we had this morning. We were talking about sacrificing for the ones that you love, sacrificing for your children, sacrificing for your grandchildren, and being an example of faith to the next generation. I mentioned that I saw JD Vance, like a clip about his life. It's like there's a movie, which as soon as I get a chance, I'm gonna go ahead and watch that movie. And I know that he wrote a book about his life, so that I want to read as well. But anyway, the movie clip, I had seen clips but this particular clip, it really touched my heart. In this particular clip, it was his grandma and him getting ready to eat dinner, and the Meals on Wheels people came. And for those of you who don't know, Meals on Wheels is like a service that brings food to the elderly, people that are on like low income and things of that nature. And so in the movie clip, basically the delivery person is bringing the food, and the grandma is like, hey, I told them that I had my grandson here with me too. And the guy was like, oh, this is all they sent with me. So she was like, listen, I didn't even have enough money to buy all my medications a month. Is there something that you could do? Like, she didn't have an attitude or anything. She was just like, hey, is there anything you could do? He was like, well, I got some extra fruit in this bag. Extra fruit in this bag. And he gave her the fruit. And then he was like, okay, and I got this, a bag of chips or something. And so in the clip, basically, the grandma was talking to the delivery person, and JD, the kid, overhearing this whole thing. So he didn't even hear the grandma didn't even know that he was there listening. But the next scene, you saw the grandma take her piece of chicken. They had like chicken and vegetables, whatever, and cut her chicken and she put it on his plate. She shared her dinner with him, and she told him, go ahead and eat your food. So after seeing what his grandma did to get that food for them to eat that night, he got his books and was studying. And it showed him working and studying, etc., etc. And then the next time he was in class and they took a test, he got the highest grade in the class. And oh my God, this had me weeping, because just to see the love that the grandma showed him by sacrificing her own comfort to make sure her grandchild was taken care of, he returned that by investing in himself and studying and doing all the things that he knew he was supposed to do. And he was able to come back to her and say, Grandma, look, guess who got the highest grade in class today in algebra? And it was him. Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? So yeah, I'm just talking about loving your children, loving your grandchildren, and just true love. Right now it's crazy, because we're living in a society where so many people are so selfish. They only care about themselves, and they only care about what makes them happy. So you have people that will leave their entire family to pursue frivolousness, like things that don't even make sense, and they have a whole family because they're like, oh, I just want to be happy. Life is not about us being happy. So let's just kill that right there. Life is about fulfilling God's on the earth for ourselves, like fulfilling our calling and what God called us to do. Will you be happy fulfilling the call of God? We'll say yes, there will be a level of contentment and joy there because you're fulfilling purpose, but it's not about being happy. What the old folks used to say, or one quote that I heard back in the day, was happiness is based on happenings, things happening. Joy, it comes from God. It comes from down on the inside. So you can't live your life based on happenings, because because then you're going to be a fool. Some days it rains and sometimes the sun is out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes in life you're going to have hills, sometimes you're going to have valleys. You have to be consistent, and you have to have your mind made up that you're going to fulfill and do what you're called to do. It doesn't matter how you feel, because feelings change every single day. At any time your feelings could change, but you have to speak to your feelings, and you have to be conditioned to be strong in your heart and in your mind that you're going to do the things that are right regardless of what's happening around you. And one of those things is loving your family and caring for your family. So seeing this movie clip about JD Vance's life and just the sacrifices that his grandma made, you know, it just oh my gosh, it just touched me so much. As I said this morning on the live, I was with my baby last night, my daughter, and she caught a little cough, and I pray that her body is healed by the grace of God. But she had a little cough and she couldn't sleep. So guess who couldn't sleep? I had to make sure she was able to, you know, breathe well, put the little rub and stuff on her, and I had to sacrifice my sleep, but and at the same time still get up, go to work. I'm scheduled to work today, go to work. And thank God for my husband. He's a very present parent, and we do everything, of course, together as mom and dad for our baby. But last night, you know, it was my shift. It was me. I had to make sure it was taken care of. And I don't care, and I don't regret it, because I love my child. And whatever she needs, I'm going to be there to give it to her. And this is how, you know, if you had good parents, they felt the same way about you. They sacrificed, they worked hard, they worked 2 and 3 jobs to put food on the table, to give you a better life than they might have had, you know. And if they made mistakes in life, they pulled you to the side and they said, hey son, hey baby girl, let me tell you the right way to do it. This is what I did, this is not what you need to do, you need to do it like this. Or if they made good choices, they put you on game, so to speak. They gave you the heads up so that you can go about your life and make good choices so you can have a good life. And so it's time out for this selfishness. Like, if you have children, I'm not saying it's always going to be easy, and I'm not saying it's always going to be easy, but you have to make the sacrifice and ask God for the grace to raise the children that He has given to you, and He will give you the grace to do it. And so that's all I wanted to say today. That's all I wanted to say. I pray you guys have an amazing day. Remember that God loves you. Remember that there's no greater love than the love that God has. And true love really comes from God. God teaches us how to love ourselves, and how to love one another. Have a great day, okay? Bye, guys.